Welcome back, everybody.
Okay, wait. Hold on.
What?
Let's fucking start again.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome, everybody.
Today we're in Miami. Yay!
We're not in Miami.
That was a lie.
That was a lie.
Tell them what we're doing today.
We're doing...
Oh, well, first, welcome back.
You're a little spunky today. Damn.
Welcome back to Two
Ugly 4 O F. This is the first time I did it with my left hands. Aren't you proud of me?
So proud. Quiet on set.
Excuse me. I have to kick somebody out.
Nina's gonna crack her phone open again.
No, I didn't. Look, I cracked my phone.
For all our video watchers. It's not working. Anyways, hi.
Hello, everybody.
How are you today?
Yeah, how are you? Even though you didn't ask or I didn't hear you ask, I'm doing swell. You, Justin? Let's move on.
Okay. Anyways, today we are doing Two Truth and a Lie.
The very famous, the very sought after middle school sleepover game. No, it isn't. But I just thought that I would say something in there.
She tried.
I did. I tried.
Do you want to go first or should I go first?
I don't know. Do you want to go first?
I don't know. Let's play Spin the Bottle.
Okay, I'm going to go first.
Go ahead.
Ooh,
So
right.
we both did 5.
5 each.
So play along in the comments. Okay, Nina's going to go first.
All right. My first 2 truths and a lie.
Okay.
Okay. I read a Justin Bieber fan fiction when I was in middle school.
Believe it.
I have a plastic pink chest, a little tiny plastic pink chest with all my baby teeth in there. And the last time I sharted my pants was in May of 2024.
I don't believe that one. I believe it was yesterday.
Wow!
May 2024? That's when we were in Florida still.
Mm-hmm. It was the week of my birthday.
Dang, I believe all of those. Wait, what was the first? No, you
The
definitely
fanfic.
Definitely did that one. I think the lie is... I think it is the shart in May 2024. I think it had to have been more recent.
So you are wrong.
Damn!
Which one is it?
Is it the fanfic one?
It's the... I don't have my baby teeth.
Where are your baby teeth?
I don't know, but I miss them every day.
I have them in a little chest. So that's why I thought it was real.
No, I don't have them. That's the thing. Because that thing is like one weird thing that I think everybody would have, but I don't.
Because at the
I
dentist...
have a lot of weird things except for that one weird thing.
Yeah, I know.
I don't have
One thing
them.
about Nina, she loves a weird thing.
I have my wisdom teeth, but I don't have my... I have my wisdom teeth. I have my old braces, but I don't have my old baby teeth.
You have your old braces?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
They're in a little manila envelope. I didn't even know they could get that small.
Oh, well.
I'll show you. I'll insert a picture.
Okay.
Right here.
I don't think anyone wants
Okay.
to see that.
But yeah, do you want me to elaborate?
Yeah, I guess.
So the Justin Bieber fanfic, my best friend at the time, she told me to read this fanfic because she was a big Justin Bieber fan.
Okay.
And I was like, you know what? Let me do it because she was obsessed with it like crazy. And so I read it and it was actually really good, but I never finished it. Unfortunately.
Some things never change.
Oh my God. It was like, he was like a mafia boss.
Oh.
It was crazy, and it was like an enemies to lover kind of thing, where it was like a Stockholm syndrome kind of thing.
All right.
Right.
My Stockholm syndrome.
I remember his name was Jason McCain, I think his name, but it was based on Justin Bieber. Like the guy was described to be Justin Bieber, like Harry Styles and after kind of thing.
Got it.
Like that.
So sharded.
Yeah, so I was in May of 2024. It was the week of my birthday. And
you were sick.
I was sick, and I remember you were at work.
I was.
And I was alone in the apartment. And I was like cleaning, doing something. I think I was like doing the dishes, and then all of a sudden I like farted, and it wasn't a fart, it was a shart.
Oh.
And I look at my undies, and I saw a skitty.
Oh, shit.
And then
Not to be confused with a skibbity.
I saw a skibbity skitty. And then I took my pants off, obviously. And I was alone in the house.
Little do you know, I have a little Nest camera that I set up.
Where is it? And the teddy bear that you gift to me that I put in the front living room.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. I hope you had a good show. You got paid for that sort of content. And I put everything in the wash and I took a shower.
Thank fuck. Did I use the washing machine after that?
Probably.
Fuck.
It's okay.
Okay, mine. Mine all kind of have themes, I realized.
What are they?
This one is breaking limbs. I once nearly broke my leg sledding with my family. I fell down the stairs twice in 1 week and broke my arm the second time. I nearly broke my arm jumping off the top bunk in my bedroom when I was a kid.
Oh my God. The second one is true, definitely.
Yeah.
You have told me before that
Yes, I
happened. The other two, I don't know. The breaking your leg. I'm sorry, read the first one again.
I nearly broke my leg sledding with my family.
Nearly broke. You told me that just the other day. You told me that story in Forest Park.
Maybe I did.
So I'm going to have to go with the last one is a lie.
No, it is the first one because I didn't break my leg. I was just really dramatic and I flew over the hill.
Oh.
and I was like in the bushes, like with the trees and stuff.
Oh.
And
oh man.
Yeah, I just kind of laid there dead until someone came and got me.
That sounds like you. But you want to know something? Is that exact thing happened to me and I did the same thing.
Because what am I supposed to do?
I did that. There was one time I had a block party, my grandma's block, and we don't have them anymore, which sucks. But I got a new bike for the summer and for my birthday, and I was riding it, and it was like had no training wheels, and I fell, and I was just like,
oh,
like this, and I was like, I need somebody to come get me. And I remember I was like, but you're not hurt, like get up.
Yeah, no, for real.
And I was just like, but I just want to be dramatic.
Like the dramatics of being a child is crazy.
Exactly.
Like everything is so movie-esque.
Oh my God, everything smells crazy, everything tastes funny, and everything is just so bright.
Like I really wanted a helicopter to come, have to drop a claw down and pick me up out of the forest.
Most dramatic way to do absolutely anything, sign me the fuck up.
Facts.
Exactly. As a child.
Facts. But yeah, the last one's a lie. No, the first one was a lie. The last one was true because my brother used to do it because we had bunk beds and it didn't have the bar because we broke it off. So like imagine he like rolled over in his sleep and fell off. Funny. It never happened. So
I remember seeing pictures of you in an arm cast, so I was like, one of the arm ones is true.
Yeah. That was from falling down the stairs. But I tried to. He would always get off the top bunk by just, exiting the front that doesn't have a side. So I tried to do it, and I'd like he was taller than me, so he would just put his feet on my bed while he was still hanging. Mm-hmm. I wasn't tall enough, so I literally flung myself off while hanging on. And I couldn't touch anything, so I was like, damn, I thought I dislocated my arm.
Oh,
it was funny.
Oh my God. But I used to do that stuff as a kid all the time. Like go from my bunk bed to my dresser, like without touching the floor. I used to do it all the time. Now I would never be able to do that.
Now that bed, I would break the bed.
Yeah, for real. Oh my God. That is crazy.
Turn.
Don't look. My turn to play Fortnite. Okay. The second two truths and a lie from me. I have had a pet rooster for about a week when I was 5.
I believe it.
I do not like the flavor of papaya. And my top listened to artist of 2023 was the Smashing Pumpkins.
I believe the Smashing Pumpkins one.
Uh-huh.
I think the lie is the papaya one.
Really?
Wait, what was the first one again?
The first one was that I had a pet rooster for a week when I was 5.
Oh, see, but that's just like so you would. Like you so would. And papaya. Oh, but I think you do. See, but I've never seen you eat a papaya.
Yeah,
so
exactly. So does that prove or disprove?
I know. Oh my God.
This is a hard one.
I'm gonna go with the papaya one.
The papaya?
Yeah.
It's not as a lie.
Wait, what game are we playing?
You're not supposed to figure out which one. It's too true. You have to pick out the lie.
Okay, buddy. I think it's the papaya one. I think you do like
final
papaya.
answer?
Yeah.
And you would be wrong.
Oh, fuck.
Because
okay, actually, I didn't. That wasn't locked in. Was it the first one?
No.
Oh, is it the last one?
It was Fleetwood Mac. Because I know you would believe it, so it seemed easy that
Has it ever been the Smashing Pumpkins?
No, but they've been up there.
Fuck.
Yeah. So they've been. Fleetwood Mac was my top listened to people in Spotify Wrapped in 2023. I hate the taste of papaya. I don't like the fruit itself, and I don't like things that are flavored papaya.
Sure. And you did have a rooster.
And I did have a rooster, but
why?
So basically, we found the rooster. Just I think
in New York?
in New York.
Okay.
2 houses down from me.
Oh.
And it was by the graveyard where I live.
Okay.
And somebody, I think, had abandoned it. Like literally, like took it out of the car and like abandoned it. Whatever. And so we saw the rooster. We took it home, and I just
nurtured it for a week.
And it would just
would it wake you up?
Yeah, that's the problem. So it would wake me and the neighbors up, and they were like, "Can you turn that shit down? We killed the dog now?" and then we're like, "No, it's my pet rooster." Turns out, I asked my mom a few years later. My dad was trying to send it to a farm. So we went to the Queensborough farm, Queensborough farm. They wouldn't take the rooster. So I was told that we took it to a farm upstate, but we ended up killing the
We all
rooster.
know what that means. Did you eat it?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I asked my mom, and she like,
she was like, that was one of the best meals I ever had. Ooh, I loved that rooster.
And my grandfather cooked the rooster.
Damn.
So that was really sad, but it's okay because I didn't find out until years later. I truly believed as a 5-year-old that the rooster was upstate.
We should go visit her one day.
Yeah, we should.
My next one.
Probably dead.
My next one, the theme is toilet.
Oh, that's a good one.
Once I clogged the toilet at work and blamed it on a coworker. Second one.
Ooh.
Once I pooped in my backyard and blamed it on my dog. Third. Once I spent 6+ hours on the toilet because I was so constipated.
Okay, I believe all of them.
They are
the first
all very
one.
believable things.
What job?
The one in between now and after Disney, the really shady one. I'm gonna bleep that out.
Yeah. I believe that one. But I also don't think that if anybody mentioned it, you wouldn't say anything.
I do be like that sometimes.
Yeah, but sometimes but you know enough to like know when you don't need to talk. You don't.
That is very true.
That
is very true.
The second one, how old were you?
Like 4 or 6. It was like once when we first moved into my house that we live in now.
No. Really? And was it like dirt? Because now it's just a patio.
I don't know. We haven't been in my backyard in a very long time.
often.
But there's
it kind of extends, right?
If you walk out on the right, there's like trees and some dirt, and then it's all concrete.
Yeah. And you
one fun fact, the patio used to not be there. Like the wood.
Yeah, I imagine that.
Yeah,
it looks like it's man-made, Justin.
It was. I remember we painted it
like it's man-made.
with wall paint. We're not supposed to use that.
No.
It's blue.
Yeah, it is blue.
And chipped.
Why are you blue?
Why are you blue?
There's a colored man in my kitchen. Mom, you can't use that language anymore. What color was he? Blue! Have you ever seen that?
No.
It's from Arrested Development. It's a really good show. Can
Go
I get
on.
one of those necklaces with a T on them? That's a cross.
Oh, I've seen that.
A cross from where? That show was so good.
Go ahead. Which one do you think is the lie?
The lie?
The lie.
Oh my god. And the constipated one. You were constipated for how long?
6+ hours I sat on that toilet. On the John. The ivory throne. The latrine.
I'm trying
to think of other toilet words.
The latrine, the John, the porcelain throne.
Porcelain throne. What did I say?
What did you say? The
ivory throne?
Yeah, that's not ivory. Ivory's in soap. And also the tusks of elephants. Why can't you
answer the question?
I'm trying to think. Wait, are we keeping score? So far it's 0-0, right?
We're not very good.
Oh my god. I'm gonna go with the last one's the lie.
No, that one is true. When I was a kid, I used to get constipated so much as a kid. I drank a lot of milk.
Okay.
And I don't know,
Can I change my answer?
Yeah.
The first one's a lie.
No, that one's true.
Oh man.
Why would I poop in my backyard and blame it on my dog? Why would I do that? For what reason?
Justin, yeah. You would do
I
that.
thought about it, but I never did it. No, at the job.
But like,
At the job, I did. And then
but
my
did
manager,
since someone asked you, somebody went up to you?
yes,
And
my coworker, the one who was like technically training me, he was like, "Don't go in the bathroom. It smells really bad." And I said, "Yeah, I think one of our other coworkers, he just walked out, so I don't know."
You
I was trying to make conversation
the
because they didn't like me.
Oh yeah.
It's Nina's turn. Nina's turn.
Okay. All right.
What are we up to? Number 3. We're almost there.
Yeah,
Halfway
oh my
there,
God.
guys.
All right. So, this is the third
Okay.
sector.
Oh, okay.
I figured that's the word I'm gonna use.
Okay.
Okay. It says I used to have one of those plates that would look like animals. What's the
party plate.
The party
things?
plates, and it was a frog. I have an affinity for anything with a ladybug or bee pattern. And the Harry Potter character I want to shaboing boing the most is Victor Crumb, especially book version.
Fudge. Okay, that last one is definitely true. We've
Yep.
talked about it on pod.
Yeah.
Ooh. And I think we talked about the first one before, but I don't know if it was a frog. Ooh, was it a frog? Was it a frog? Ooh, was it a frog?
I don't know.
And you do like...
You could ask me any questions.
I know, I should.
Yeah, you should ask me questions.
Why ladybugs?
Because when I was little, I have this thing that says my name on it. It's like a wooden plaque, and it has ladybug on the top hearing, and it looks like the ladybug from It's a Bug's Life.
Oh,
And I loved it.
I never watched it.
And I still have it in my room.
But it's tough to be a bug.
Have you paid attention to what's in my room? Because it's in my room.
Yeah, where is that?
Yeah, exactly. You have more questions you can ask me.
I know.
So, hop 2.
Why bees?
Why bees?
Yeah.
Because bees are cool and Bridgerton.
All believable shit.
Yeah.
What was the first one?
And also, since working at Redacted, every time we would get bee stuff like the millennial type of stuff, I feel like it was the least cringe.
What,
and I was like,
what was the first one again?
Was
the
the
plate.
Pet plate.
Yeah, pet plate. I think the first one is a lie.
You would be correct.
Yeah! 1-0!
You would be correct.
What was it? Because we've talked about this
I
before.
didn't have one at all.
Did we not talk about this?
We did, but I never had one.
Oh, we both never had
we both
them.
never had them.
You're so right.
That's why I was like, this one's risky. I hope he
Thank
remembers.
God.
So that's why I was like, if I mentioned it that if I just had an animal plate, you would have been like, oh, that's a lie. But I was like,
the specific
frog.
is crazy.
Yeah. I was like, because I remember specifically I wanted the frog. Yeah.
Interesting.
Good job.
That was a good one. 1-0.
Exactly.
Next. This one's theme is friendship.
Friendship. Through the power of song and friendship, we're going to get through this. And I'm going to pick out which one's the lie, and I'm going to tie with him. Go ahead.
Every time we're out to dinner with our friends and someone goes to the bathroom, I take food from their plate if I like what they're having. Second one. Whenever someone...
Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
Whenever someone plans to hang out and I really don't want to go, I say my mom needs me for something. The third one. When someone tries to contact me about something I don't want to do, I turn on my do not disturb and pretend I was sleeping.
Yeah, those are true. Jesus Christ. Say it, don't spray it. All right. What's the last thing that you've done with me? What's the last food
Your
that you've
fries.
taken? My fries from where?
Chili's.
From Chili's. Really?
We're going to Chili's again today. Some shocker! Jessica's here. Shocker! We're going to Chili's. Shocker! We might go to a movie. Shocker!
You shoddy boy, tell him.
Oh.
That might be the wrong lyrics, but it's okay.
It's Soldier Boy.
Soldier Boy, shoddy boy. What did I say? In this world, you either crank that Soldier Boy or that Soldier Boy cranks you. And I have that on my wall. That Superman, that home by me, you. So the last one, I definitely believe. The second one, I'm having a little trouble believing, and the first one, this is not locked in, but I think it might be the lie only because you have no shame. And if you like something, especially on me and Jessica's plate, you know us well enough that you would just take it.
No, but I always ask. I would say, can I have a bite?
No, you don't.
Thanks.
And you know that I'm mostly not going to finish my meal. So
Fun
why
fact
would
about
you?
Nina, she eats like a bird.
So I'm going to, oh God. I'm going to go ahead and say the first one's a lie.
It is a lie.
Yeah, you see?
Well, except for that time when we went to Dallas barbecue and you did go to the bathroom.
I did.
We drank like half.
I know y'all did. Hold on, my turn to talk. It's my turn to talk. You stuck my whole life on the boardwalk. All right, number one, why didn't you order your own? Number two, bitch, you could have just had some if you asked.
We did. And then we felt like me and Cindy, we looked at each other and we were like, dang, we're asking a lot. So then she went to the bathroom and we were like, well, now's our time.
Why didn't you just get another one and you and Cindy shared?
No. It
Why?
tastes better when it's yours.
Okay, nice. But yeah, like, there's no reason for you to steal the food. Like, we would give it to you regardless.
It's shameful.
It is
In
shameful.
my culture.
It is shameful. You know what I do sometimes? But there was one time I was working at resort name redacted. And one of my friends, shout out Angie, love you. She was eating strawberries and they looked delicious. So I was like, Angie, look over there, and I took a strawberry. And she was like, what the fuck? I would have given you one.
Okay, your turn.
All right.
Numero 4. Now we're tied 1-1.
Yeah, we are. I once very recently ate chalk. I once tried to put my sister in the dryer. And every night when I had to take a bath when I was little, I would run around the house naked screaming in hopes that my parents didn't catch me because I didn't want to take a bath.
Okay. Which sister was it?
It was Rosa.
I know that one's true.
Yeah, I got upset when she wouldn't fit.
Yeah. Damn, what's that saying about Rosa?
And then
Sorry, girl.
And then my mom got so mad.
Yeah. Well, I would
and I'm
too.
like, why are you getting mad?
She's fucking dirty.
She fucking needs a good squeegee.
What was the first one?
It was, I once very recently ate chalk.
Oh, ate chalk. See, you do work in a school. What? Why did you eat chalk?
Because it actually was not as recent as you think.
Okay.
But I ate it because I wanted to make a TikTok.
Okay, interesting. And then the last one.
The last one was me running around the
naked.
house.
I feel like you do that now.
Dang!
It's the way you smell.
Excuse me, sir. I am a prince.
I think the first one's a lie.
That I never ate chalk?
I believe you ate chalk. I don't know.
All right, anyway, that's locked in.
Yeah.
Whatever, and you would be wrong. It was the last one.
Fuck.
That was Rosa who would do that.
Oh.
I would, you know what I would do? I would roll around the ground and I'd be like, I want to take a bath. I want to take a bath.
Interesting.
I don't know why. I was like, Mommy, can I please take a bath? Can I please take a bath?
You know why I thought the first one was a lie? Because
Why?
when you said you wanted to make a TikTok, I'm like, Nina has to be
No,
in a very specific mood to want to make a TikTok.
Yeah, I could not post for months and then I could crank out like 3 a day.
Yeah, for like at least a week.
No, but I think Jessica remembers that I was in my backyard and I ate chalk.
Oh.
For a TikTok, and I was like,
Can you confirm or deny
What was the question about?
that she ate chalk?
Probably.
Okay.
On TikTok. Yeah, I made a video and I posted it on TikTok that I ate chalk.
Okay, anyways, my next theme is scars. I have this scar on my wrist from someone pinching me when I was a kid. Hold on. That scar right there.
You realize the name of the game.
Well, yeah.
You don't show me the scar.
Well, I have 3 different scars that I'm going to show you.
Okay.
It's the reasoning that you have to think of.
Oh.
I have this scar. You can barely see it. It's very faded now. Thank God. I have this scar on my knee from falling off a scooter when I was a kid.
Oh, it's a little dry.
I have that scar on my ankle from when I was a kid. One of my puppies bit me.
And so, all right. So you got bitten by a dog twice.
Maybe not.
Okay.
That's why I didn't want to choose this one, because I'm like, well,
I already know that story, and it is very special. But it stops your face from being symmetrical. So who really is the loser?
So what's your excuse?
My excuse is that I have a crooked nose from an incident that happened in the 8th grade. You know about it. Stop. You know I'm sensitive, Aubrey. Oh God. Pinch. Scooter.
Cooter.
Pinch, scooter, skint. God, in the 3rd grade.
Who said the 3rd grade?
Did you say the 3rd grade? Who said the 3rd
I don't
grade?
remember saying the 3rd grade.
Did you say a grade?
No.
Who pinched you?
Ariana S.
When you were little?
Yeah.
How old?
I've known her since 3rd grade, which is very odd that you said 3rd grade, but I've known her since 3rd grade.
You didn't say 3rd grade?
I don't think I did.
Weird. Why did I say 3rd grade?
Run back the footage. I might have said it.
You might have said it. I believe that. I don't know. I don't think she would do that, but I didn't know that her when she was younger. God, the ankle one. You got bit by a puppy. I don't know. This one's horrible.
I did have many a puppy.
You did have many a puppy, because I remember puppies would bite you because they hated you.
They loved me and they would love bites.
No, they weren't. And also, how old was this puppy that they left a mark?
I don't know. Like fucking not weeks old. It had to have been months.
Because I know
that
that
first batch of puppies.
I know what's Big Pun's mom, right?
Mm-hmm.
That had the
R.I.P.
It was the puppies. Those puppies.
Mm-hmm. It was the first batch of puppies, and then Big Pun had babies with
Oh my
his
God!
sister.
And the incest. Flowers in the attic.
Oh,
Shout out. And this one. What'd you say? This one?
Scooter.
Like razor scooter.
Yeah, but not actually from the scooter. Like I fell off the scooter.
You fell off the scooter.
Yeah.
That's hard to. That's hard on the side of the knee. I understand the front of the knee, but the side. I think I'm gonna go with scooter. I think that.
Are you locking in?
Yeah.
That one is true.
Oh, fuck!
You know, in Victory Field, you know, like that 3-mile trail.
Yeah.
Me and my brother were going down on razor scooters. Whoa. We were riding. Whoa. We were riding scooters and we were going down the hill, and he went right in front of me. So, and I'm not coordinated enough to stop.
Yeah, no, you're not.
So then I literally threw my body off of the scooter to stop.
Oh my God.
And I literally laid there crying. And then,
okay, again.
And all of these strangers came to help me. And then I had to go to a funeral later with my parents.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the record, whoever is our, what's that person called when they do the thing at the
editor?
Stenographer, let the record show that he's tucking hair behind his ear that he doesn't have. I'm
not bald. Lie.
Are you sure you booked that flight to Turkey yet, bitch?
We get BOGO deal.
BOGO deal?
BOGO deal.
I don't need it. Yeah, I do. I have a bald spot. Look at this. So which one was a lie?
The last one. The puppy bite. I actually jumped off of the deck at my cousin's house and a splinter went in.
And you got a scar from that?
Yeah.
You gentle little boy.
I bruised like a Georgia peach.
Yep. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's bananas.
Oh, and then Ariana S did really give me that scar.
I remember you telling me that.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, last ones. I'm not going to look.
Okay. All right. In high school, one day I found out someone wrote the word fatty on it.
On it?
Oh, on my locker.
Oh.
I don't know why. It's not there no more, the word. But in pencil, because they were a pussy. And I used to have a Plague Kitchen set when I was little, and I would imagine that Oscar, the fish from Shark Tales, was my husband, and we would play house.
Okay.
In kindergarten, I cried because I couldn't recite the alphabet very well, and my teacher called me a crybaby.
Oh. I'm just gonna rapid fire. I think. Wait, what was the choice? Wait.
High school fatty. High school fatty. Crybaby. Alphabet, and what was the
What was the other one? I think that one was true though. I think the alphabet one was a lie.
The alphabet one? What was the second one? I can't remember.
I don't remember.
Oh my god. I have my phone right here. Why don't I just look it up? Oh, Shark Tale.
Oh, wait. Okay. My answer actually
Shark
was not
Tale,
locked in.
the Oscar, the character that Will Smith voiced. I would pretend he was my husband and that we would play house. And in my little kitchen play set. And I missed it so much.
I still think the alphabet one is a lie.
You still think the alphabet one is a lie? Really?
Yeah.
Nobody ever wrote fatty in high school.
Oh.
I
believed it.
Nobody could have spelt the word correctly, okay? On the locker.
Oh, well, shit.
But, yeah, that one was a lie.
Damn.
That never happened. I never really got bullied for...
I thought one of our old friends would have done it.
Yeah, but...
as a joke.
No, they wouldn't have done that. Because...
They were bad people.
So that's what I mean. Like, our old friends, I don't think they would have done that because... You know, you make fun of something that you're jealous of.
That's true. That's true.
You know, they would have wrote pretty.
Anyways, my last one. This is gonna be rapid fire. I owned 18 dogs in my life. Mm-hmm. Kimchi isn't my first cat. I had a goldfish and I take it out of its tank to pet it. Kimchi is my cat. Just a disclaimer in case you didn't know. Not the spicy
Kimchi
cabbage.
Isn't your first cat? Who was your first cat?
I don't know. I was a baby.
You were a baby.
I didn't get to name it.
And you've had 18 dogs. Are you counting the puppies?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
They are dogs.
The last one, goldfish. I think that one is the lie because I don't think you would touch a fish. I don't think you like fish, and I think you would think it's slimy.
Is that your final answer? Locked in? That is true. It is the truth.
It is
because
the
I did it, and then it died, and I cried. Kimchi is my first cat. Never had another cat.
I should have gone.
My dad was deathly allergic to cats.
Yeah.
Still is.
Oh God.
But yeah.
God, the fish one seems out of character.
Well, really? I was like 8. A lot of things are out of character for 8-year-olds.
That's true.
And then, oh my God, my grandpa had to flush it down the toilet, and I.
R.I.P.
And I vividly remember watching Phineas and Ferb sobbing.
Oh, which episode was it?
I don't remember, but I just remember Candace in it.
Rhythm.
Definitely not that one.
Rhythm.
Definitely was not that one.
Wait, what's the one that you're the one that sets the bar? Just say you're fabulous. You're fabulous. I'm fabulous. That song in the car.
Okay.
All right. Well, it's been a pleasure.
I won.
We're tied.
I won.
Did you win?
I won.
We're tied. We both win.
I won.
We both win and we both lose.
I won.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. And that was for naught. Because what did that do? Because we both tied.
I won.
No, you didn't.
I love you guys. The winner loves you guys.
The winner takes it all, which is me.
Bye. Come back next week.
Takes it all. All right.
You're fabulous. Fabulous.